He realized he can't read. Forgive me, gentlemen. It appears that I've not only grown gray in your service, but now I find myself growing blind. That moment broke the rebellion. I'm done, guys. I did all I gave you at my last ounce of strength. I'm going home. Washington called a meeting at Newburgh, New York, to address their frustrations, because frankly, they wanted him at the head of the army. You go in, you be the king, and you take over and take care of us. We're the ones that save this country anyway, you and us. Well, the officers were prepared to rebel against the civilian government. Washington entered at a moment when he was unannounced, and he went up and and addressed them. And they were still hardened and arms folded, and he knew he wasn't breaking through. And so he reached into his pocket to pull out a letter that was sent to him by one of the soldiers. He wanted to read it to them. And he looked a little bit confused because he tried to focus. And he looked up embarrassed, and he realized he can't read. He can't read in that light. So he said, excuse me. And the pride of the man, they all knew him to be a proud soldier. But he reached into his pocket and brought out his spectacles, and they never saw him in glasses. Like Ben Franklin spectacles. He put them on. They were made for him. And then he proceeded with all sincerity and an element of intelligent drama. He said, forgive me, gentlemen, but it appears that I've not only grown gray in your service, but now I find myself growing blind. And then he stumbled over trying to read the letter out loud. Well, many in the room, it says, wept when they saw the proud man that they had always carried himself with such an air of invincible military dignity, suddenly looking like an old man trying to read with a light in front of them, and they saw his age, and it just broke him up. That moment broke the rebellion. My God, the hand of Providence is so interesting. 1783, he shocked the world by surrendering his commission after he won back to Congress. In 1797, after 2 terms as president, everybody held their breath because he could have gone like Roosevelt, 3 terms. How about 4 terms? How about he's dying and, his next of kin becomes president like a royal Bourbon dynasty. King George III reportedly asked what Washington would do after the war. When told that he returned to his farming, the king said, if he does that, he's the greatest man in the world, I'll tell you that. That's what he did. He said, I'm done, guys. 2nd term, that's it. I did all I gave you at my last ounce of strength. I'm going home. And he did. Folks, I'm telling you, this kind of greatness is still in people, still in America. Hey there, you just listened to an excerpt. That's a little bit of the podcast. So if you want to get the whole thing, because there's a lot more content there, go to lancewallnut.com/podcast. And instead of getting an excerpt, you get the entire message.